Tia Maria Wigs. And for that, we have Tia Vaught. Tia, if you want to come on up. Thank you very much. That's okay.
How's everybody doing? I didn't do a PowerPoint, so I'm just going to talk to you about my experience and the little outline that I was given to follow. I did time it, so I'm right around 4 or less minutes. I'm Tia Vaught, and I'm the owner of Tia Maria Wigs, and we are a boutique-style helper hair business in Edinboro, PA. If you're familiar, we're in the Edinboro Mall. Yes, there's still little old-school malls, and that's where we're located. So I started my business in June of 2022. I left my full-time job on a Friday. I have a very loving and supportive partner, and I said, hey, I quit my job. So I either need to find another job or I need to start a business. And he is no nonsense, and he said, if you're gonna do it, do it. And so I did. I started out of my bedroom, selling wigs live on my YouTube channel, packing them on my kitchen island. And I did that all the way until October of this past year, where I opened a physical boutique. So we started as basically me wig coaching as a YouTube hobby, and it's grown into a thriving business. I have 2 YouTube channels. I have an online store, a very welcoming in-person boutique. I have weekly live sales that do feel like mini parties. We have a private Facebook group full of encouragement, coaching, and support. And I have a Wig It Forward donation program. So I gather wig donations from across the country. I wash them, I repair them, and they are given to the Erie Cancer Wellness Center. The donations that we do is 90% of the wigs that they have to offer the region. And I'm very happy and proud and blessed to be able to do that. Side note, can you wear a wig when it's really hot out? Yes, you can. But if I wasn't up here, I wouldn't be wearing it. So what do we do and who do we help? We help people experiencing hair loss, thinning, or simply wanting a change, offering helper hair, and I call it helper hair, like wigs, toppers, clip-ons, extensions. If you want just a little coverage or a totally new look, you can come and see us. I pair everything with honest education and guidance, and I help clients feel confident and informed. My motto is caring, caring, and sharing. We care for and educate our clients through private consultations, in person and virtual, weekly interactive live sales, and a supportive online space, welcoming community that offers guidance and connection and confidence. I'm gonna go off script for a minute. I have lost my hair. I have some hair loss issues. And I know that, and I tell people, my consultations are between 90 minutes to 2 hours. And the first 30 minutes of that, I have tissues in every room. I used to be a therapist, and I know that a lot of it's mental. If you're coming because of a hair loss issue, no matter what that is, you already have all of that stress. And then to sort of lose your identity out of your control. So we sit and I make sure I'm gonna hold the space for you. Then we can have fun and put on the wigs. But until then, I'm there to support them through it. So the problem that we solve is hair loss can be really confusing. It can be isolating and overwhelming, especially it can be a cultural thing where those things are just not spoken about. Most people don't know where to start. And so I lead everything with education and empathy. We coach first and sell second. As a former therapist, it's really important that we bring kindness, we bring understanding, a listening ear to every consultation, so that I break down the wig world, because it is a whole nother world, and people will say that. And I help them express themselves, whether they have to wear the hair because of a health reason by necessity, or just as a choice. So what we need, I feel like we've grown pretty quickly. You know, it's me, I have 2 virtual part-time people. I am right now hiring my first in-person employee. So it's a really small little scenario, but we are growing. And so my biggest need is that let people know that we're here. Referrals are great, community awareness, and also to just spread the word. If you experience anybody or come across anybody that has any hair loss or looking for alternative hair solutions, they can come to me. Hairstylists, medical professionals, even support groups or community centers that may want to learn a little bit more about hair loss and the options that people have, salons, cosmetology programs, and also to assist with any grant or funding opportunities. I have 2 really big wish list projects that I would love to have come to fruition in the next year or so. One of them is to have confidence building wig retreats where we would bring people across the country to come here and just kind of do the whole wiggy thing together, support each other, cry with each other, and then bring that into our local economy. And then also, I would really love a mobile wig boutique. I have a lot of clients that are ill and they can't come to me. And it would really be nice if I could bring my little wig shop to them. So those are kind of my wish list, anybody interested type of scenario. And then last but not least is this sustainability plan. The hair and wig industry in general can be pretty wasteful. And I do my part to reduce my footprint in a really small way, but I think a mindful and meaningful way. And how we do that is the big one is running this Wig It Forward donation program. So I gather gently used wigs from across the country. I refresh them, donate them to the Erie Cancer Wellness Center, and it supports people who are losing hair because of medical reasons. That then keeps them out of the landfills and things like that. I promote wig care education to extend the life and reduce the premature getting rid of your wig. I actually reuse a lot of the boxes and packing materials when I get my big bulk shipments of wigs. I actually use that paper to do the individual packing. And I have little stickers that says, this is a recycled box and it's okay, your wig is new in there. And then I encourage, in-house services. I do reuse, repair, I fix wigs to extend the life and keep them out of the landfills. I am a proud graduate of Erie Made, which is where I was introduced with the Beehive. I'm currently a participant in NWPA Made, and I'll be honest with you, I have some conversations tonight. I'm definitely going off script because I'm just about done. If you've been thinking about working with the Beehive, wanting to work with the Beehive, you have a small business, I say do it. I don't care how long it takes, just do it. Because as a small business, I think the biggest thing is not knowing who to go to, not knowing what to do, and just being completely overwhelmed by taking on this huge business by yourself, and you really don't need to do that. I have some amazing things that have come out of the Beehive, but mostly I have a network of people that I can go to and I don't feel so alone. So thank you so much for giving me that. And thank you for letting me share. Again, I'm Tia with Tia Maria Wigs, and I'd love to connect and collaborate. My little table's there. My PowerPoint is on the table. And I thank you guys so much. And I'm a 2-time Penn State alum, by the way, so I love being here. Thank you.